Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of r/JustNoMil. In today's episode, caught my MIL slandering me on my Ring camera. JustNoMil invites extras to first birthday. JustNoMil is now coming to my shower. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. Caught my MIL slandering me on my Ring camera. I know my MIL doesn't like me, but watching it play out on my Ring camera was so hurtful. She and my husband's aunt were making jokes at my expense, belittling me, and of course, all around vile. When my husband brought it up to her view text, she was immediately defensive and angry. But when she saw him, she was acting so sweet. The sweetest she had ever been. I don't talk to her, I stay away from her, but my name stays being in her mouth. I would put this shit on Facebook and tag her. Heh, too bad it would out folks, because I would love to see a YouTube series of JustNo's caught on camera. I'd send both Aunt and MIL a copy of the footage and be like, care to explain? I swear, Ring/Nest doorbell cameras and the record function on cell phones are the best technology that I am grateful for these days. You get to see your frenemies showing their whole $1 and confront them with the footage. I actually captured one of my friends on my doorstep showing up on the doorstep before ringing the bell for our Christmas party, telling another friend that she only wanted to stay for 20 minutes before they could head out to the bars. We don't drink, but we offer beer, hard seltzer, and wine. She reminded my other friend that the only reason they were at our house was to get the free 1.5 pounds jars of our honey that Hubs, beekeeper, gives out every year as gifts at our Christmas parties, and then they could sneak it unnoticed. She's no longer my friend. I've also caught several porch pirates stealing our Amazon packages over the past year, and turned the footage into our local sheriff's department. The best one was catching my neighbor, 2 houses down, letting her dogs SHT on our lawn several times, and I'd open my front door with plastic bags in hand saying, "I think you forgot something," and I'd wave the bags at her. Boy, did she get the message. No more poo in our yard, and she's embarrassed when we accidentally go out to get our mail at the same time. Sorry, she should have been embarrassed and known better. Not only is she a nurse, but our kids have been friends for 16 years. Ugh. You biggest fans are sometimes your biggest haters. No one knows more about you than someone who hates you. Jealousy and pathetic people know no bounds. You're better than them and they likely know that, but are simply too old to change. Keep doing you, but don't ever let this harpy into your home again if that's how she really feels about you. Bonus points if next time she comes to the door you play the audio from the last time. Extra bonus if you play it on repeat until she leaves. She definitely felt safe with her sister to trash talk you. Anyway, I would download the audio of her talking trash and put a sick beat on the background, maybe some house music. I'm sure it can come in handy if she ever calls you. Just answer and be like, "I have another call, I'll be right back with you," and play a male song, then just leave and go do something else, lol. Or even just have it playing if she comes to the house. JustNoMil invites extras to first birthday. We decided to have our baby's first birthday party be very private and have only our own parents, our siblings, and their kids present. Less than 15 people. I'm a Som and didn't want the financial burden of having to feed extra people or feel pressure to do something big. For every additional person on his or my side, we have to add the reciprocal. I created a small FB event to invite the select few people we wanted. Both our families are divorced, so it's easier to communicate events this way. For my baby shower, JustNoMil sent the event on Facebook to other extended family members I hadn't even met, etc. without permission. She was not hosting or helping financially with the event, and we ended up being over capacity for our venue. Because of this, I set the birthday event to where it couldn't be shared on FB unless the host sent the invites. Flash forward to this week. We find out she has invited great-grandparents, aunt and uncles on SO's side without asking. Luckily So is on my side and has asked her to deal with uninviting people, but tried to justify it by saying their family just invites everyone to everything normally. I'm now the bad guy once again for keeping the baby from JustNoMil/so family, but they've literally never visited us. We only live an hour away and she's unemployed living with her parents, so it's not like she's too busy. No one is keeping her away besides her own lack of effort. Am I overreacting for thinking it's super rude to invite people to events you don't contribute to or in general? My advice, don't tell her about the party until the day of. Or the day before. And don't tell her it's a party. Hey MIL/mom, wanna join us for lunch tomorrow? Then, tada, it's a party. Gifts aren't necessary, just her being there is plenty for you and your family. That way, she can't invite extras. Now, the caveat I'm thinking of adding here is to invite her over often enough to nothing days that she doesn't think anything of the invitation itself. It is always super rude to invite people to other people's events, even if you are contributing. Your MIL knows this, but just doesn't care. Too bad she'll now be seeing less of the LO, or at least I hope so. She's pretty LC anyways, which is just fine with me. Only around on holidays or when it's convenient for her. Always a problem with something I've done or said when she is LOL. Very insightful in what not to do or how to be as an MIL someday. I can honestly say I'd cancel the event as it stands and plan a new birthday without your MIL in attendance. If there aren't any consequences, she'll keep doing it, and I don't think simply letting people know they can't come is enough. You know she's going to spin it into you being the bad guy. Whether you contributed financially or not, you don't invite people to an event that is not yours. I think even asking to do so would be rather rude. The fact that she didn't even ask, she has no tact at all. Your husband tells her it's her responsibility to disinvite all the guests she invited. He sits next to her as she calls and disinvites each and every one of them. He gives her a script to follow, where she takes responsibility and not blame you or your husband. My son and DIL are hosting their son's party. I was wrong to invite you, and now are uninviting you. I'm sorry I disappointed them and you. Anyone showing up gets turned away by MIL. Jamil is now coming to my shower. This is only because my wonderful FIL, they are divorced, has done the most thoughtful thing for DH and I and rented out a restaurant and is completely footing the bill. I'm not excited about her attending. But I need to prepare myself for things that may happen. I know she's got the baby some gifts. I will thank her. But if she tries to apologize, I think it's best to just quietly tell her, this is not the time or the place, and have someone swoop in whenever she approaches. I'll likely be sitting the entire time because I'll be 32 weeks and carrying large, so I just need some wing people on rotation to protect me. Any other advice anyone has would be fantastic. As of now, I'm just glad I'm not throwing it myself and I won't have to do any cleanup or worry about anything. I just need to show up. Edit, here's a new idea. Write me the perfect text to send JustNoMil about whatever. I don't want her there. You all know that. My hubby is wishy-washy and I'm not here for it. So let's make this into a comment section of what I should privately send JustNoMil, making it clear my feelings. AKA would love my life if she was never seen again. Edit 2, I sent her this text. I wrote this out. I know a lot of you said not to text her. I had a moment of weakness. What's done is done. Jamil, I don't think with our relationship the way it is right now it would be appropriate for you to come to the baby shower. I can't see a way that it wouldn't cause drama. If you'd like to try to get together before to repair our relationship, I'd be up for it depending on the baby and how I'm physically able. I do hope we can repair our relationship someday, but the baby shower is not the right time or place, and if we don't address it before, I won't be happy with you attending, and frankly, I don't feel comfortable being around you at this point until we straighten this out. I asked you to apologize to your son. Fail. Your son asked by you to apologize to me. Fail. If you don't take accountability for everything you've done wrong, I cannot move forward with you. DH knows what you had planned to apologize for because he reminded you of what you did and said. When you pretended you didn't do or say those things to me was pretty unforgivable. Your family is a lot unlike mine. We don't let things go. We don't tolerate disrespect. Name calling, that's usually once and you're done. So right now I'm telling you, you need to discuss with your son when you can meet and apologize. It will not be happening at my home or yours. And I just want to remind you once again, because of your actions of ambushing us at our home, which is my safe space, you put me in the hospital. It was all you. You put me and my son in the hospital. So you can plan with DH a time I'm comfortable to meet and hear what you have to say. From DH Mom. With all you've done, we aren't comfortable having you there. Our first thought when you might attend was how we could be on guard to keep you from spoiling the event. Wife's first thought was how she will get through the stress so heavily pregnant and how she can protect herself from you. Security will be there, but you won't. Too little too late. This is the direct consequence of your actions. We can't let you attend. The only one to blame is yourself. P.S. We will be keeping an eye out to see if you learn and grow as a person or incorrectly place blame and try to ruin or event or shit-talk us to our own family. We are at a fork in the road and you need to decide to make a full 180 and mend the harm you've done. The first part is giving us space to heal and not adding any more stress to the birth or our first child than you already have. If you aren't capable, we don't need you in our lives. DH, she landed me in the hospital with her nonsense. If she shows up, I will leave. I'm not going to back down on this. I'd rather not have a shower than have her there. She has demonstrated time and time again that her wants are more important than my needs, and I am done putting up with her inability to not think of anyone but herself. The time for apologies was on July 18th, and it is now over a month later, and she still has not given me a heartfelt and genuine apology. What she has done is bulldoze over my boundaries and landed me in the hospital. And now I'm just supposed to play happy family so you don't have to tell her no? That's not how this works, and I'm upset we even have to have this conversation. If you are currently stuck with having her attend because your husband is being spineless, I honestly would not text her anything at all. If you do, she will just use it as fuel to create drama with you, and ammunition to try to pull your husband into conflict. Instead, focus on preparing friends and supportive family to shield you from her and pull you away if she tries to engage with you. Once it's all over and done with, then focus on helping hubby grow a shiny spine. There is honestly nothing to be gained, and much to be lost, if you try to text her now with a private stay away message. Just gray rock her and rely on your friends during the shower. Sending her a long-winded text would just give her ammo to use against you, so I don't recommend it. Just ignore and avoid her as much as you can so nothing can come back on you. Why is she attending if you don't want her there? Your previous posts mention and you don't want her meeting your child, and the stress she's caused has already landed you in hospital. If you're serious about her never meeting your child, begin as you mean to go on and cut her off now. It's causing conflict with my husband, and we've made the compromise that she can attend the shower, but she will not be meeting my son unless she smartens up and does a lot of groveling. Have a plan for getting gifts home, your besties or someone. Don't let MIL take any. Leave a little early while she's distracted, again wing person duty. That way she can't corner you getting in the car. Have fun. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and we will see you in the next video.